issue of an interesting phenomenon that's emerged from South Korea, or from Korea, that we wouldn't normally bother about, but we have to bother because everybody's talking about it. Gangnam style is what it is, isn't it? Oresti Patricios with me, the Chief Executive Officer of Ornico. Oresti, good morning. Hi.
Hi, Ashraf.
So first of all, let's recap. What's the fuss about?
Well, I think it's the new digital world. I suppose things progress very, very quickly. But it's not only the digital world. I mean, if you really think of Macarena was a song that kind of went worldwide, and was also viral.
Okay, let's just recap. What are we talking about this particular funny style and dance? Let's just go back to the beginning here.
Well, I don't know if you saw last week, but Sai actually was showing Ban Ki-moon how to Gangnam style, which is kind of quite fascinating.
Amazing.
At the end of the day. Yeah. I think it's about virality, and brands always want to go viral. I mean, that's a holy.
So
ground,
he's posted something. I mean, he's a guy we wouldn't normally bother about, right?
No, 100%.
Fair to say.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, but what has he done that's different? He's done.
Well, there's a number of things. I mean, when you look at what goes viral and how does it go viral, and the same thing applied to Gangnam style. Number one is tastemaker. One tastemaker needs to take it up initially, and T-Pain, which is a rapper in America, kind of looked at this video and he tweeted it. Once he started tweeting it, then what happened is a whole lot of other people started looking at this video.
So if that didn't happen, then this guy's Gangnam style would be just somewhere in Korea, and that's like thousands of other things that happen every day in the world, isn't it?
Probably would have. Yeah, and it's if you look at a lot of the stuff that has gone viral, you need somebody who's got a big following, firstly, to send it out.
So that's what happened in this case here.
That's what happened. T-Pain was the first guy to send it out. But there's more to it than that, because I mean, it happens. I mean, a lot of these celebs send out videos, but it doesn't go viral. So what was the second bit? The second thing was what social media is all about. Okay, and that's public participation. So people were making Gangnam videos on themselves and posting those as well.
So sort of copying and having their own individual style.
Absolutely.
And was that provoked, or just people doing it on their own? So it wasn't like a campaign from somewhere on the outside who said, okay, you come up with your own style. It was at localized level. What I'm saying, the singer himself didn't do that anymore.
No, he didn't. It just happened, and people were just doing it. They
he could
saw
have patented that, I mean, the whole idea, and sort of had this global campaign, because I'm suggesting that if we're all doing it, he's not a part of it, accepting that his brand has grown, right?
His brand has grown, but that's what it is. I don't think he should. I think that's what the power of social media is. Just let it go free at the end of the day, and let people kind of work with it. And it's an easy song.
Okay, so firstly you got the song, and if it's such an easy song, maybe you can sing it as well. First, you want to try.
You don't want that, do you?
Well, you certainly can. I mean, that's the first thing. The second part is, then you say obviously it went viral because of one person who then provoked it. Then people cottoned onto it. But there's nothing brilliant about it, isn't it?
There's nothing brilliant about it. I mean, if you look at many of the viral videos, Rebecca Black, how brilliant is that? It's not brilliant at the end of the day. I mean, some of the most amazing viral videos, I don't know if you've seen this double rainbow video.
No, I haven't.
It's all it is a shot of this double rainbow and somebody singing in the background. All you see is a double rainbow for 5 minutes. That went viral, 49 million people. So it's not about it being beautiful or planned or anything. And in fact, it didn't go viral for like 8 months. Eventually, you had a tastemaker tweeting it, and it went.
So in a case like this with Sai, I mean, he didn't plan it to go viral?
No. He didn't plan it. He didn't.
So he can't take credit for the marketing phenomenon that's emerged out of it.
In fact, when brands say that they want to do a video viral, it's impossible. It just doesn't happen. It just you can't plan those things.
Okay, I mean, I hear that often where people would speak to agencies, say create something that can go viral. I mean, Nando's obviously a classic example of that in this country. Yeah. But you're saying actually that in real terms you would say that's a contradiction. No. You can't plan it.
You can't plan it. No.
But isn't there a way that you can plan it? Can't you create campaigns that are by its very nature meant to be shared?
You can try. You can try and have those have certain elements to try and make it go viral, but you can't force it. I mean, Nando's has done a lot of stuff, but not everything has gone viral.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what's happened. That's the second part. Then what happened after that?
Number three is, I think it's you need something that's kind of unexpected. I mean, his video is it's kind of crazy. And then once it started going viral, well, then you start getting it onto the national media. He then starts getting invited all over the place, and it's just viral on its own.
So how big has it been, in terms of
when I wrote
virality?
when I wrote the story, it was 411 million people. So in 2 weeks, it's now 549 million people.
Unbelievable.
So extra 109 million views, not people. Sorry, 149 million views.
So I'm just thinking at the top of my head, that's got to be more views than whatever emerged from the 2010 FIFA World Cup in this country, isn't it?
It's the third highest views on YouTube, but the most likes ever.
That's the most likes ever
on YouTube.
Wow.
And the only guys that have beaten Sai are Justin Bieber and
So typical sort of pop musicians and with a huge fan base in the USA or whatever.
Absolutely.
All right. So what's next to come out of this one? Yeah? Because clearly now he's got the market. How is he going to benefit from this thing? Besides the fact that you're saying, has he been invited to different places?
Oh, he's
being invited.
Yeah, he's been invited all over the place. He's been talking. He's gone to universities. You must see some of the university crowds that he's pulling through. But the reality is, I think that's going to die very quickly as well.
Okay.
This whole virality goes through the roof, but then it dies very quickly. And I think maybe it's got a month, maximum.
Okay, so you made the point earlier about Macarena. You also gave some other example. What is it? Probably the whole what's it? Shut up your face. I'm just thinking about it.
Mambo
right?
number 5.
That type of thing where for a couple of weeks you can't stop humming along and everybody talks about it, but it's nothing great. It's not that it's going to be part of the great stories of the next decade or two, and then it just dies.
No, it just dies. Yeah.
But clearly he would want to capitalize on this, because you see the Macarena, for example, was before the digital age, right? He's in a very different age now, right? Do you know whether there's any sort of advisors now that say, how can we actually pick up on this and ensure that he really extends this beyond just the fad? Well,
Justin Bieber's manager's now taken over, taken him on, so maybe we'll see what will happen. But yes, I think he'll utilize it to build his brand. There's no doubt about it. But this whole virality will start slowing down. It's gone viral now. That's it. But he'll utilize it. Everybody knows Sai, so he'll use that. He'll use that to build his brand at the end of the day.
Yeah, the question is, if he builds his brand, what would he do? Would he still have to produce similar type of funny dances and all that type of stuff, and people, because he can't change dramatically, can he?
No, not necessarily. The issue is, he's a big hit in Korea.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day, and he's built the Korean brand without a doubt.
I was going to ask you that, obviously, and I'm going back again to South Africa. That, we talk a lot about how much money we need to pump into brand South Africa during the World Cup and how it'll raise awareness, and then you have a situation like this where a guy with some obscure, funny-looking dance comes up and everybody talks about it, and we have more hits than anything that's ever been produced in this country. It's quite phenomenal at basically no charge.
Absolutely. I don't know if you remember, but also that guy that was cycling in the bush where he was hit by the antelope.
Yes, of course.
That also went viral. That was funny, and it was and it was great for South Africa.
How many hits did it? Maybe not as big as it, but it was quite.
It was small. It was about 1.2 million hits only on YouTube.
Only 1.2 million. Yeah. Just make that point.
No, but the difference is with when you look at that video, you only look at it once. Whereas with music videos, especially kids, will listen to it maybe 100 times.
Yes,
so it is a little bit different.
So, okay, just in conclusion, then lessons learned here overall, marketing lessons.
Yeah, I think be unexpected. I think that's whether it's today in the social media environment or ever, just be unexpected. I think. Number 2 is just hope that you get a tastemaker or one of those guys to be able to push you across.
Okay, so you're calling it a tastemaker. Yeah. Now, some people are probably saying, well, what the heck is a tastemaker? So just explain, what does it mean?
I use the tastemaker because the trends analyst from YouTube have called it a tastemaker. But it's really guys that have got millions of followers at the end of the day.
Which does mean that if you want to get to a tastemaker to get your message to go viral, then these tastemakers get bombarded every day with messages, isn't
Absolutely, they do.
As opposed to the other way around, where in the past, if you have a marketing phenomenon, it's actually the marketing phenomenon bombarding their messages to us to say, please follow me, come to my event, whatever. Once they've established a massive following, it's in our interest to bombard them to hope that one of them will actually cotton on and then sort of retweet it or reshare it on YouTube or things like that.
But it just happens. I don't think you can force it many of the time. You can, I suppose, but then, once it goes out in the open, I think social media is all about this collaboration. It's about honesty. It's about transparency. And if you're forcing a tastemaker to be able to push it, I don't think it will work as effectively. I mean, it will maybe initially. I mean, I know that Sony has tried it, and they've got caught. There's a couple of brands that have caught trying to manipulate.
So have they, and what has happened to them?
No, there's been a backlash at the end of the day. Once it goes out in the open, that they've actually utilized people to be able to talk about it. As long as, and that's what's really nice about social media. Transparency and trust is the big thing about social media at the end of the day.
So let's just recap. Numbers again for the Gangnam Style. How much?
549 million views.
My goodness. You can check it out on YouTube and see if you like the dance. It's sort of mimicking a bit of a man riding a horse and all funny stuff, and just everybody has cottoned onto it, but it's unbelievable stuff. And you're saying the most likes in the history of YouTube.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Lessons learned here. Oresti, thanks so much for your time.
Ashraf, thank you.
Chatting to you once again. Oresti Patricios is the CEO of Ornico. Of course, we post lots of their videos on my Facebook page, as well as on Twitter as well, thanks to them. And you can check them out on their website as well. That's the Ornico website. Right, what about